we have a very exciting night because tonight we will be racing here at beautiful Darlington Motor Speedway. Pretty much is known as the Lady in Black for a lot of folks because this tonight is going to be a very first of the season because we get a chance to race in the trucks without no stages. Up in the broadcast tonight, it is always Jake, and along beside me is my brother from another mother. He's going to be doing some incredible things tomorrow. When he goes road course racing in the Cup Series, Mr. Speed Racer. Speed, how's it going, buddy?
Uh, Going great. This race is going to be exciting. Looking forward to it.
And of course, just joining us is our brother from another mother as well, Mr. Speed, or not Speed, but sorry, always Electric. Electric, how you feeling there, man?
I'm doing good. How about y'all?
Doing good. Any good results from what happened earlier? Anything good?
Chilling.
All right. Very well said. Very well said. But yeah, we're glad to get a chance to have you guys join us because we are pretty much breaking down everything that happened last week. Whenever we went to Road America, which was won by Tiger NASCAR, I believe. Tiger pretty much had a really solid run. I mean, he pretty much made a couple of huge um, battles against guys like Bean, against Ghost, and of course against many. I mean, Speed, I want you to talk about your thoughts on what we saw from Tiger last week.
I mean, he just ran an absolutely incredible race. Tiger is very good at road courses, so I expected that from him, but honestly, he ran better than I expected. He didn't hit all of his marks, and he had a little bit of trouble with stage 3. Bean definitely gave him run for his money. So did a couple others.
Yeah.
Stickham's up front for a minute, but in the end, Tiger, he did what he does best, and he got the win.
Very well said. And of course, we definitely do have a couple of hot seats tonight. Um, I don't know. No, Dank's not in a hot seat. Never mind. Yeah, he's not a hot seat. As far as I know, the rest of the field are pretty much the same. But we do have some breaking news before we do get to the standings. So as of earlier this morning, Bean's gonna have a ride, but the thing is though is that he's gonna be pretty much racing for Hooray, I believe, correct?
Yes.
I can, okay.
Yeah. And joining the field tonight is, I guess you say now, former Cup Series driver AK Unleaded. He is now going to be racing in the trucks. Talk about a very huge move from the SHR crew. Electric, I know you have been a part of that, I believe, but take us through your thoughts on the decision being made by Dalatar to have AK go down the trucks.
AK going down to trucks. I mean, we seen what happened. For the people that don't know, we seen what happened with a couple complaints and a little bit of everything that happened between AK and a little bit of the things that was going on with the races. But him going down the trucks, it actually opens up who can be another in trucks. And AK, everybody's hoping, well, Penske are hoping that he can get the job done in the new truck.
Very well said, but let's go ahead and break it down to our current top 10 in the standings. First, we have Captain Jack, who is running good up in first. Pretty much, I believe, about 8 points over Barnes. Barnes in second. Tiger NASCAR in third. Sikkim in fourth. Doosan in fifth. Freedom Flyer in sixth. Moose seventh. Jason Cole in eighth. Crab
Tell them
in
to send me invites.
yeah, Crab in ninth, Fire Slayer in 10th. So we have a very interesting top 10 right now. But Speed, I'm going to give us your thoughts on what we're seeing as far as the standings.
I think the standings are interesting to say the least. I think there's still a couple guys in there who just had good runs at Daytona. T-Bird's a guy to watch to sneak his way up there. He's been having problems because his wheel malfunctioned and he's hasn't been a controller guy in a minute. But obviously, as showcased last season, he could be potential Xfinity Series champion over a guy like Riley, who's proven champion in all series pretty well. Guy like Crab, he had a good run in Daytona, a couple good runs to start off the season. He's in the playoffs. Fire Slayer, He won Auto Club, I believe.
Yes, he
He's in
did.
10th.
Yep.
Marnes is having an amazing season so far. He's impressed me. I did not expect such consistency from Marnes. And he's just, I mean, he looks like a serious championship contender if he keeps this up. But
Well,
um,
well, I do have some breaking news. The little short guy himself, Marnes, is going to be on the pole for tonight's race. Marnes is on the pole for tonight. Talk about that. I mean, Electric, I know you have raced with him but quite a few times, so take us through on how tough Marnes can be at Darlington, especially without any stages.
Well, I mean, without the stages, this will show how mentally tough or how tough people are going around this track with just no stages, because adding on this adds year of focus onto the race, because when there's no stages, you have to focus all all the time. You cannot miss one turn, or you're going to lose the draft, especially here at Darlington, or you cannot lose the the concentration that you have on the track. And once you do that, I think you'll fall back in the back and start losing spots. But overall, I think Mars will be able to keep it up as long as he can stay in that front and keep up the great work. Then I think he'll be okay.
Very well said. Well, real quick, I definitely do gotta ask you both a question. Speed, I'm gonna start off with you. Since tonight is the first truck race without any stages, do you think that it will end up being like the Xfinity race at Auto Club, where there's nothing but everyone pulling a Run DMC, going tricky and flipping and wrecking? I mean, do you think it will be that type of race, or do you expect a better outcome and have a cleaner race tonight in Darlington?
I think it'll be a bit cleaner. Auto Club is a little bit different because it's kind of treated like a pack race, and you can fan out 3, 4, 5 wide. Darlington's a track where some guys struggle to keep it too wide, and they're going to try and keep it real simple. Like Electric said, this is a track that can wear down your truck, your tires, and the driver itself fast. The wall can get you at any moment, and if you lose focus off of turn 2, you can hit that glitch and be spinning an inside wall before you know it. So, I think it's not going to be as rough of a race as Auto Club. However, I do expect some cautions.
All right, and Electric, I mean, we're talking about Darlington here, and the reason why this track is so famous is because of how short this track can be, especially when it comes to the turns. I mean, you pretty much, if you touch that outside wall, I mean, you're pretty much getting your own little mark here and there. So give us your thoughts on how tough it's going to be to race here at Darlington tonight, especially with the field we got.
Uh, Give me a brief of what you said real quick, my fault, because I'm
I
spacing out.
So
Yep.
pretty much since Darlington is one of those tough tracks that if you even get close to the outside wall, you're gonna pretty
Oh
much
yeah,
get a Darlington mark. Tell us on how tough this is gonna be to race
yeah.
here, especially whenever you're going side by side with 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. I mean, the only time it seems like you really get a chance to pass is on the front and the back stretches. Take us through that part of the track.
Yeah, man, when you're here at Darlington, it's the lady in black, what everybody like to say. So when you going through them turns, man, especially when you said you're going through that, it's a bit larger than 1 and 2. 3 and 4 it's you can pass there, but you have to be very clean, and then plus adding on to the physics in the race, so you're going to have a very tight type of race in between people. It's a double foul too, so
Yeah.
we won't see no passes on the high line, but we will definitely see some passes on the bottom. But when, yeah, like you said, Jake, there's only going to be passes when you're going into the straights, and I say that's it, because of there's a little bit of mishaps in between the track for a little bit, but
Yeah.
overall, I think people will pass. Some people will pass under that white line. We will see a lot of passes under there.
Did you guys get an invite?
Yes, I did.
Speed.
Sure.
All right.
Yep.
Yep. All right. So letting Moose know that we all got our invites. And by the way, don't forget, make sure you guys tune in tomorrow at 7 o'clock where we have our doubleheader. I think that both the Xfinity and Cup are going road course racing, so
Yes.
that's gonna be a lot of fun. Definitely do wish those out I'll be involved with the booth because unfortunately got to close. But either way, though, I expect this to be a great time and speed. Something that we get a chance to do on Friday, Division 1 and Division 2 F1 Series Racing. Bringing you guys all the coverage on that this coming Friday. I think the first race is at 8 o'clock, and then the second race is going to be at 10 o'clock. So more to come. Get a chance to be excited for, especially when it comes to being a part of the Hennessy Performance League. If you guys want to get a chance to join the family, please message out to one of our admins, and we'll get you in. Because it's a really awesome family, so make sure you guys tune in.
We can join.
All right, if you're going to get a chance to join, real quick, who do you guys got to win tonight's race? Speed.
Well, I was going to take Captain Jack, but then I learned that he qualified third. Tiger NASCAR, I mean, he won last week's race. He's one of the most talented people in here. He's riding the momentum, and he qualified second. So I'm going to pick him.
All right, Electric.
This ain't no surprise. I'm gonna pick that first person, Lawrence. Let's see what he can do here at Darlington, knowing that this is a tight track.
All right, and of course, if you pretty much hear my voice being croaked out, well, that's because if you play getting as crazy as it is, then you wonder why. As we are now out there on the racetrack, and it looks like Tiger NASCAR is going to take the lead over Always Marins. I'm still not used to the Always crew, but either way though, Tiger NASCAR, I'm not used to this racetrack in the daytime, and of course, I think we're seeing Captain Jack right there, and it looks like he's running, I don't know if that's a throwback or what, but you can see how tough this racetrack's going to be. I think that's a caution. Everyone's slowing down.
Yes, that will be a caution. Already been a caution in the backfield. This track will cause a lot of cautions. I think people should expect it. I mean, if you don't, then you haven't seen a real Darlington race, I'll say, because, man, there's got to be at least 1 or 2 cautions when you're coming here.
I mean, not only that, but I mean, like, I'm going to go through Captain Jack's race review real quick. You can see how tough these turns could be. I mean, your best line is going to be that inside line down there with the yellow stripes. So, personally, try to be able to get to the inside. If you're trying to be able to run to the outside, that wall can pretty much ruin your entire race. But after the first lap, we are under caution. I don't know what happened. Everyone's blaming on AK, but I'm not going to blame him for whatever it is. But, and we do see Crab running the test session scheme. So I think Crab forgot that he's supposed to have his sponsors. But either way, though, that's Crab.
It could be a good thing. At least we know he was practicing for this race. Maybe he'll have a stronger race because of that.
Maybe so, but I don't really expect anyone to come in the pits this time unless they really have to. Tiger NASCAR is trying to be able to, I think he might try to get his, second win in a row after tonight, so
yes.
I don't know, but Tiger NASCAR is in the lead over all Marins. I do expect a really good performance out of the Marins. As far as what we've seen between Jack and Cartman, I wonder if they got their issues fixed up, because we've seen how these two raced, and it looks like there's a couple of trucks coming down. We see the 15 in a Wormel. I think we see King Henry down there. Electric Blade pretty much leading everyone off. Captain Dead Dad, the 21 of Ty Racing. AK Unleaded in the 38. H-Wix is staying out. So, real quick, since we get a chance to take a look at all these drivers, do you think that was kind of a bold move to come down there this early in the race?
It's one lap. I don't think they burned much more than 2% on their tires. The laps at Darlington, fuel runs are pretty quick. From what I did earlier, it's about 18 to 20 laps. They're going to do about 3 stops this race, I would say. So all that it does, I think, is add a 4th stop. That's if it goes green all the way. I don't think it's that much of a gamble.
I don't really know for sure, but as far as everyone that is coming out of the pits, they will get a chance to rejoin the field, and hopefully we'll get a chance to have everyone lined up. I don't know if this is a choose cone, but in this case, yeah, you're going to want to run that inside line. I mean, Carman ran it, and it looks like the 23 of T-Bird is going to be running that outside. He's going to be in second, but something I will say that's not going to be the best case, especially when it comes to racing here.
It definitely won't, because it matter about if you trust the driver under you. If you do trust the driver under you, then I think you should be okay. But if you don't, then it's going to be a little difficult.
And I will
I
say
think
this. Go ahead.
I think T-Bird and Tiger NASCAR have a great deal of respect for each other. When it comes to not trusting the guy below you, I actually go to the third row. I'm surprised Dank trusts anybody below him, let alone the driver of the
24?
20.
20.
20. I think that's interesting.
That's Jack.
That is Captain Jack, and plus, I mean, he is our runner-up from last season, but that doesn't matter because we're back to green flag on the way at beautiful Darlington. Tiger NASCAR with a really good start, and I think there's something happening in the back. I would keep an eye on that if I was y'all, but Martin is holding on there with him. There you see the
there's a spin with the 24.
Oh,
and that's
dang.
a big wreck in the
that's
back.
Big wreck in the back. Oh, look like almost the entire field. Oh, you still hear crunching. That is our first actual caution. Crab has a lot of damage on that hood. And my gosh, you have... If I was Crab, I'd be frustrated too, so... Did you see what started there, Electric?
Like I said, when you're trying to go under that white line, that's what Dane tried to do. He got on that white line, and truck just got a little bit more turny than he expected, and he spun out, and that's what collected almost half of the field.
I was just talking about Dank trusting the guy below him, but it appears that he was almost willing to go to the apron to avoid the guy above him, and ended up spinning out and collecting half the field with him.
Oh. Y'all seen this too? What's happening? What is going on? Are y'all seeing this too?
What happened?
What's going on?
You only see Mars in them, right?
We see Electric Blades and Mars in them. They're just stuck on the top of 3. I don't know what's happening here, y'all. And probably the wildest thing I've ever called. Something happened with their
lobby lag.
Lobby lagged. Okay, so do we need to go ahead and back out? I guess so. I
don't even know.
I don't know either.
Technical difficulties. Here's some elevator music.
Lauren said he lagged out, so this is
bizarre.
I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so now we got back up and going racing. I apologize for the technical difficulties. Barnes is out, but guess who's going to be leading us back to green? That is the 20 of Captain Jack. Oh, they're wrecking already! Oh my god!
Oh my goodness gracious!
Oh my goodness gracious! Great balls of fire! This is just a restart. Oh my god! And we're on the caution for the 3rd time.
All the drivers are noting this and definitely saying that track position is key now. A couple people made that gamble. Got stuck back there, and I don't think they're making their way back up anytime soon.
I mean, and by the way, for anyone that's just joining us, I mean, we just now started, and we're under our 3rd caution in like the last, like 2 or 3 laps?
Yes.
I don't know.
Can one of y'all send me an invite?
Speed, can you get him?
I can try to.
All right. Well, Jack's gonna lead us back, but look who's up there. There's Eris Moose up there, right next to Jack. As we get back to green flag racing, and I'm hoping that these boys can stay back and see what they can do. Going through turn 1, this is gonna be a little bit difficult. Captain Jack with a really good run. He is almost to the outside wall. Everyone's trying to escape the contact, but so far we're still green. Jack, oh my gosh, that is the 87 of Sikkim. Sikkim stuck to the outside. Oh my gosh, he is not even rounding out the outside. Sikkim is pinballing. He is, oh my gosh, 3 to 4 wide. Oh my gosh. Sikkim making the move on King Henry right there. AK's going to the back. This is getting crazy. And that was just the back of it. The front still going clean and green. Here comes the electric blades. Oh, Fire Slayer to the outside wall. Oh, and he gets stuck to the outside wall again. A man who is older than sliced bread is struggling right now, ladies and gentlemen. But here comes the electric blade. He's going to try to be able to make an inside. But is that terrorist? That's a terrorist in third place.
Yeah, it looked like the 52 Fire Slayer took 2-4 a little bit too wide and definitely didn't get any help from the driver.
Oh
of the
boy,
98.
there's action going on in the back. Oh boy. Meanwhile, back up front, terrorist wants to take the lead. Jack's not going to give him any room. He's going to pinch him. And he's going to be stuck to the outside wall. But here comes, is that H-Wicks? Oh my gosh, this is a dead chance. But that's the terrorist for the first time ever is taking the lead here at Darlington and in his Hennessy Performance League career.
Tiger NASCAR, he's going to move his way back up to second place as well. He's been super fast all race so far. I believe we're coming to 48 laps to go already. This race can go by super quick, especially with these cautions.
Oh man, Blade got loose right there, hit the outside wall. Keep it clean there, Blade. Keep it clean as they are, but I'm checking on Mr. Williams. He is checking on, but oh, which, I don't know who that was, but Mr. Williams going to the pits for some odd reason.
We also have a lead change. Tiger NASCAR is back in the lead now as well.
And just as Speed says it, Tiger NASCAR back to the lead, but Fire Slayer still remains in fourth. Meanwhile, you see the two SHR trucks trying to be able to get inside the top 5. Here comes Fire Slayer trying to be able to make a pass on Captain Jack. This is a battle between two veteran drivers that should bring us a really exciting battle. There you see it. Fire Slayer's got the inside line, and he's going to be able to take advantage of it. This is what I'm saying, is that if anytime you can be able to make the right pass, if you see it on these front or back stretches.
Yeah, Fire Slayer's an old school guy. This is an old school track. It's going to be all about attrition, no stages. Another element to the old school feel here at Darlington. One of probably the oldest guy in Hennessy, as we got a truck in the wall behind them.
Yeah.
I think there's going to be another race for Fire Slayer. Showcases that he has a lot of talent himself.
And one thing's for sure is that if he loves to be able to race here, he'll tell you a thing or two about raising hell and praising Dale. That's for sure. As Fire Slayer tries to be able to get to the inside of Jack, but yet no luck. Meanwhile, Tiger NASCAR is still up at front, in front of Dr. Terrorist. Tiger pretty much has led the most laps. This is definitely the most green flags racing we've ever seen so far here in this race. Once again, if you guys have just joined us, Jake, Speed, and Electric are in the booth. Is Electric back with us?
Yes, I am.
All right.
There go Terrorist as he hits the wall right there. That make Jack and that makes my boy Fire Slayer getting all the way up there. As it look like Fire Slayer hit the wall just a little bit. There they go. Fire Slayer's gonna get a run on Jack, but will he try to make a pass here? As long as you have a run here, I think you should be able to have a good chance at passing, unless you go under the white line. As they stay together. I'm looking behind them. We do see another little pack again, and I should say the little pack would be with Carman, TGS, and Jesus. I think that's so least. Yeah, but I see them up front. It's getting tight. Yeah, there go Terrorist. He falls behind Jack, and yeah, man, there goes HR.
And look at the battle between the 26 and the 98, and look at Carman. He is in a great spot to be able to make a pass, but yet you want to be able to be patient. You want to be able to be patient just like you're waiting on your loved one. But overall, the 26 and the 98 are side by side, but the 26 is going to be able to make a move. Here comes Carman. Is he going to be able to make it 3 wide? I don't know. That's a very bold move if he does. But here comes Electric Blades joining him. 98 to the outside wall till he goes. But the Electric Blades makes a full move. Meanwhile,
Oh God, there go Worm. There they go. He hits the wall. Oh, good job on the sick him and Dank to make it under. Great job on them two and staying 2 wide right there. There go T-Bird. He said, I'm gonna get a piece of that. Go under the white line. There go to 51. He tried to get a little bit of piece of that, but couldn't that time. King Henry couldn't. There they go. They all going to start swinging around, but it's okay right now. As long as Carman right there, right under the 26, he's going to pass him as the 26 hits the wall a little bit. They go Fire Slayer up there, right there in second place. Is he going to be able to try to catch down to...
I'm saying, starting up to you, but Jack is in the pits. That puts things a lot just...
Oh, they're battling! In the wall, there goes Terrorist.
Fire Slayer now in second. And the one thing that we noticed for sure is something that we didn't think about is that whenever they went to Auto Club, and if we do have a race mile, pretty much a fuel mileage race, who was the one that saved the most fuel? That man back there in the 52 of Fire Slayer.
Yep. If it comes down.
The fuel window's 18 to 20 laps. They're on exactly 39 to go right now. Looks like Fire Slayer, as I'm literally watching his stream, can go at least about 6 more. So he'll be able to make it to the end, no problem. I think Jack will too. He's one of the guys who's no problem saving a corner or two if he needs to.
Well, I mean, this has definitely been a very great race. If you're a Terrace fan, Terrace, who is, we don't really see much up in the front, but Marnes, with his connection, pretty much gave him a very huge blessing because that gives Terrace a chance to be up into the top 3. If things go out his way, I can definitely say that he could be the driver of the day here, and as far as the truck series.
Yes. As we do have Tiger out to a big lead, but I think Fire Slayer will slowly try to run him down and make these passes. I was looking at a couple people circling around Dank and Moose and them.
Yeah, and one thing that we should let everyone know is that when it comes to coming down the pits, it's a little bit weird here compared to your most usual track you see. But they'll have to come down and try to be able to knock to speed. That's one of the biggest things here at Darlington is that you could be speeding here so easily. As we see a truck down there, I don't know if that's T-Bird or that someone might have had a DNF or if he's pretty much coming down to the pit road. But meanwhile, I'm going to keep an eye on this battle between the 24 of Dang, 51 of King Henry. Oh boy, keep it off the outside wall there, Henry. Oh, and Dang.
Oh, he goes into pit, it looks like.
Yeah, I think these are just some guys trying to undercut the guys that are racing around for some track position and some gain.
Absolutely, and we'll definitely get a chance to read y'all's comments if we do get a caution, so we'll make sure to check out y'all's comments here in a few. But overall, Tiger NASCAR is the one that is leading in the field at the moment.
I believe the leader is in
Yep.
pit road.
Yep, the leader is in pit road. Does that mean Fire Slayer going to join him?
No, Fire Slayer did not join him. I think he's going to run a bit longer just to make sure that he's good on fuel.
Terrace is also down in pit road too, so it's a good thing that you're watching Fire Slayer's stream so we can get a chance to get a glimpse of who's currently up in the lead at the moment, which it is Fire Slayer, but he is coming down to pit road.
Yeah, the number 15 truck is the car in second. I'm not sure if that he's going to follow.
He is in pit road, so.
That he did.
Yeah, but there we go. We got Fire Slayer and a line of trucks getting into the pits, but I'm going to try to circle around and check out a couple battles. I'm looking at Moose and them. Once again, I see Ty racing too.
T-Bird along with Ty Racing, of course, we see Electric Blaze. I think we just saw AK coming out pit road. Oh, and T-Bird hits the outside wall. Let me see the 20 of Captain Jack. I wouldn't be surprised if Jack does take the lead, but we'll have to see once when Fire Slayer comes out of pit road.
We'll have to wait. The stream's a little delayed. Still shows the 8 as a leader, but I think... Oh no, because... So the 8 truck is a leader because he just pit this lap. So it's going to be...
Yep, Mr. Williams, he will get a lap for that. I think that's what he stayed out for, at least just to lead a lap and then coming in the pits and to make sure that he's good on fuel too.
And I believe now it'll cycle back to Tiger NASCAR.
Tiger NASCAR regains the lead after that cycle full of green flag stops. Pretty much the most green flag stops that we got a chance to see here tonight after a rough start, but we're starting to see a really good race right now between Tiger NASCAR and I'd like to know, I mean, hopefully we'll get a chance to find out who's second, but it could be
Jack.
Jack
Jack will be second.
Alright, good for Jack. Jack's currently up in second. I mean, running that beautiful little truck right there. I mean, I think that might be a throwback, so, I mean, very cool to see here at Darlington.
Yeah, for sure. This is the Ford truck for position? No. Okay. So, Fire Slayer is in 4th, Tiger's in 1st, Jack is in 2nd. I'm not quite sure who's in 3rd at the moment. I can start scrolling here.
Oh!
I believe that's a terrorist who's in 3rd.
Alright, but Electric Blade just hit the outside wall, so Sikkim, after that phenomenal race that he had at Road America, trying to be able to get back up to the front. Battling with, I think that might be TGS Predators at the moment. But back up to the front we go. I mean, we do see Tiger NASCAR. Let's go ahead and keep an eye on the rest of the field. We see Mr. Williams and, of course, Terrace, who is currently up in 3rd. I mean, talk about this, though. Ever since something happened to Marnes, this has been a really huge blessing. I mean, the 34, this is probably one of the best races he's done yet.
Yup, as there he goes, getting chased down as he's running that high line all the way up to that wall. Some people won't like that, but some people do. We do have Fire Slayer right behind him, so don't really know what he's going to be able to do behind him as he passed him.
I would say, yeah, Fire Slayer does pass Terrorist for 3rd place.
Now working. Ooh, Terrorist, just a little loose coming out of that turn. Lucky he did not wreck.
And you see the gap between Fire Slayer and Jack. Sorry about that. But I mean, and plus not only that, but if you see through Jack's point of view, the gap between him and Tiger NASCAR, he is gone. But if I was Jack, I'd be focusing on trying to be able to finish the race out, and especially get a chance to get those much needed points at the end of the race.
Yep. And he still got Fire Slayer, and remember, there is no stages, so he is going to close up. It looks like he is closing up on Jack by a lot. Him using the wood that he have is really helpful.
Yeah, this will help everybody involved. Sorry to interrupt. Tiger NASCAR, I think he needs a solid points day. Jack, when you're the points leader, it's always nice, especially with a guy like Marnes who's in 2nd, lagging out. Fire Slayer, he's in 10th. He needs to gain some points himself and maybe start getting a little bit more consistent with his finishes as he gains on Jack quite a bit for 2nd place.
Well, I mean, if I was Fire Slayer, and I'm sorry to interrupt you, if I was Fire Slayer, I'll make sure I finish in the top 3 because, you know, same with this though, he got himself a W at Auto Club, and the thing is, if you don't know whose microphone that is, apologize for that. But if if Fire Slayer can be able to get a chance to finish in the top 3, just think about what that can do for him, especially as far as points wise. I mean, like Steve said, currently in the top 10, and you best believe he wants to be able to get out there in a heartbeat, but yet he has a chance to be able to make the pass on Captain Jack. Could he be able to do it this time? I mean, he's right there on his back bumper, but think about who's watching this battle right there. That's the terrorist.
Yup, and he's right there waiting for them to see what them two going if they're gonna mess up or not. But I'm for sure, with Fire Slayer and Jack, they both are
Oh,
really good truck drivers.
yeah. I'll say as slow as they were going, I thought that we had a caution for a second, but no. As we do see a couple of drivers that are going to be probably a lap down or two. I think that is Ty Racing there down there at the bottom, or T-Bird.
Yeah, I don't think you have updated this, but the 40, the second CGR truck is lagged out, and that was Freedom. He lagged out laps ago.
Yeah, well, I mean, talk about this. It's definitely been a struggling run for both Lawrence and Carman Freedom, whatever you want to call him. So, really hate to see that, especially with the race that he was trying to be able to have. But, oh, Jack kissed the outside wall, and he just gave it just a little kiss. But here comes Fire Slayer. We've been keeping on this battle, but here comes Fire Slayer. I think Jack's going to let him go by as long as he's able to stay up there. But no, here comes Jack. There's something wrong with Jack down there as he's coming down to the inside. He's coming down to pit road.
Within pitting right here, he's also short on fuel, so this is a lot of trouble for Jack right now.
As we do see a little pack right here, but we see with AK, Sicko, Michael. Oh man, this is gonna be a lot of fun. Crazy race, electric blades down there in the back. And we hear someone sink.
Yep, here we go. As we do have to deal with terrorists now, as now he moves up to third because of Jack pitting. Remember, Speed did say that he's going to be a little low. Well, yeah, a little low on fuel, so that's going to be a question if he can save enough fuel to make it all the way.
And if that is the case, I mean, what more can you say? Especially with Terrorist, who's running really good, probably been the best performance he's had ever since he joined Hennessy. So, if I was the owner of that truck, I'd be really happy to see what I'm seeing from this driver.
Absolutely.
And sorry to interrupt you, but Tiger NASCAR is still in the lead. He is all by himself.
Don't look like he coming in the pit anytime soon.
I don't know. And he's getting ready to pull up on his old teammate in Crab in the 00. And if I was Crab, I mean, I would not let the leader pass me, especially whenever he's still in the top 10 as far as points. Just remember, I mean, whenever he started this season, this is his first time being back in quite some time at Daytona. He had a phenomenal race, but didn't get the win. But he did get the top 3. But as you see, Crab is struggling right now as he's about to get lapped by Tiger NASCAR. You can see how much he's struggling, especially within the turns, compared to Tiger NASCAR. Oh, but Tiger gets close to the outside wall.
Yep. That's gonna. I look like they're both gonna go to pit.
Yeah.
Well, only Tiger don't look like Crab is.
Yeah. Speed, what are you seeing out there?
I mean, Fire Slayer just took the lead because Tiger NASCAR has went under pit road. I believe he will be able to make it on fuel because they're at like 18 to go. Very interesting strategy from Tiger to be undercutting the guy in second place. I believe that will gain him more time, which not like he needs it. He was pretty much in Narnia compared to the field beforehand, but
yeah. I mean, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, Fire Slayer, I mean, we've seen it at Auto Club. We've seen how much fuel he could be able to save. So this is pretty much another walk in the park. And if I was either you or if I was masopes electric, I'd be really impressed to see what I'm seeing, especially when it comes to Fire Slayer. A veteran driver someone who has won a couple of times in Hennessy, and someone who's got that experience that he's giving y'all to your team.
Yeah, he's been able to do really good this season. Not that many people see bright or see the light in him, but he tries his best.
Yeah, Fire Slayers can come down pit road this time. He's going to be good to go on fuel. I guess the estimated fuel for him is 15 laps. Even shorter than predicted. So he's going to be able to make it and everyone else is going to have to save. Definitely going to be interesting.
This is going to be a very challenging one.
I apparently can't read tonight. It says 19. I was right the first time.
Oh, don't you just love it?
What I also can read is that Fire Slayers had a 6, so his pit crew isn't helping. Pit crew selling is what we'd say. As Tiger NASCAR just flies around the track. Jack is going to cut him as well. Looks like
And
that is Moose. But I believe Moose is not on lead lap, and if he is, he still has to pit like last run. So.
Yep, and don't look like Terrace is going to pass him here. Tries to go to the high. He hits the wall. It looked like Fire will keep third place in his back pocket.
Oh, and a little bit of a contact battle between the 87, the Sycamore, and 26. Oh, the 26.
He just put them in the wall. There goes the 17.
Yeah, and we caught that on camera. Broadcaster's curse right there.
Yep.
Broadcaster's curse at his best, for sure.
That is not good for Sycamore right there.
Sycam's been struggling this entire time. I mean, ever since the green flags dropped. I mean, with the amount of cautions that we've seen earlier on in this race. But he is giving a little bit of payback to the 26. Oh, boy. So, for anyone that is just joining us, we pretty much started the race off with a little bit of a caution fest here and there. About 3 cautions in between 2 laps. But, pretty much the one driver who has led the most laps. I mean, are you really surprised? Especially if you're a gambling man. If I can be able to get to him. That is Tiger NASCAR, who has led the most laps. Other key notable notes as far as this race. Fire Slayer and Captain Jack has pretty much been in the top 3 this entire time. Terrorist, if things go well for him, could pretty much come home with the top 5 finish. But, in the 8, it's the wall. But that is not, in fact, our leader. But, yeah, he's got 2 more drivers right in front of him. The 23 and the 21.
Yeah, there's only 10 laps to go. Tiger's got quite the sizable gap, so I just try to be careful here. There's 2 GMS trucks in front of him. Just gotta navigate through traffic. 21 truck is smart. He's just gonna get out of the way. I think T-Bird will let him go too. Yes. So.
Yeah. Coming to 9 to go this time by. I mean, are you guys really shocked by watching this, especially with how much performance that Tiger NASCAR's been putting in? Because I'm not surprised, not one bit, because Tiger NASCAR is showing how good he is.
He was my pick before this race started. I mean, Tiger NASCAR, he showed off his talent last week when he drove through the field at a road course. Rode that momentum into Darlington. I think that's one of his favorite tracks as well. And he's just doing the same thing yet again. There's just no stages. If Tiger is able to improve his race attendance, so to speak, and race all these races, he's shown that he definitely has the talent to get it done.
And not only that, but I mean, something that we definitely got to talk about is that this man is a former Xfinity Series champion, pretty much with Joker and Riley at the time. So, and plus, we can't forget, whenever myself and masopes first started, he was a Cup Series driver. I don't know if you guys were here whenever that happened, but the man drove the 1. He loved racing into 1 machine, and now here he is racing down to the 33. I mean, pretty much an OG here in the league. What more can you say? Tiger NASCAR is a phenomenal driver. I mean, a road course king here in the Truck Series, and he's doing a really good job.
I mean, as you mentioned, Riley and Joker, those guys are just amazing. They've helped me a lot and all the other drivers at HMS. So to
Electric.
be,
Go ahead.
so, so to have Cup Series experience, I think even as Cup Series wins, background and help like that, it's all just benefits. And Tiger NASCAR is just, I mean, he's just an incredible driver.
Electric, what are you seeing out there, bud?
Well, right now I'm seeing Tiger right there in that first place position. Other than that, he's been having a sizable gap in between him and Fire Slayer. Really nothing to see in between that, but I was trying to look at the 26 and the 87 once again because these two has been known to go at it at this race. Probably gonna be a few talks, a little bit of DMs in between them, in between these drivers to see if they can sort it out. But there goes
Oh
Sikkim as
my
he sits into the wall. I think that was retaliation.
Oh!
Oh, and that I don't know. Now the 26 is in front of the 87, so there's a little bit of a mishap in between the 87 and the 26. Look like ever since the 26 put him in the wall, he's been a little angry. You gotta understand that the mental also wears down when you're racing those stages. So it's gonna be it's already a long race ahead of these two.
We are hitting 3 laps to go now. Tiger with about a 8-second gap. Appears to be good on fuel. Definitely is good on the gap. I think he just conserves, rides. What he doesn't want to see is those 3 lap cars and trucks in front of him go 3 wide into a corner, though.
As he's coming to 2 laps to go this time by, if you're a Tiger NASCAR, I mean, you pretty much don't want any mistakes. You don't even want a caution. So if I was Tiger, I'd just keep running. Just make sure that you're hitting your marks for you to be able to take it back home, get yourself a back-to-back winning streak, if that were to be the case here.
Just coming to the white flag. Hoping that there's no caution right now. That would be devastating.
Don't say it.
Commentator's jinx, maybe?
He's gonna get it. White flag at Darlington.
Yep,
Right.
here we go. He's gonna be my fault, Jay, but he's gonna be cutting in through turn 1 and 2 after leading almost half of or almost all the race. Here he goes. He's going through the backstretch. Nobody's in front. Is clear. Nobody's gonna be behind him. Is he gonna go through turn 3 and 4? And he will say, "Hello, y'all. I'm not only a road course driver. I am also a Darlington winner," as he slows down to show the people that he is that man. He is him. Great job on the win today.
Tiger NASCAR picks up the W here at Darlington. And as far as the finish wise, you're seeing that Captain Jack's going to be taking home a second place finish. Meanwhile,
sorry to interrupt. Fire Slayer took second. That's a Terrace in third. King Henry's in fourth, and AK, my fellow Canadian, making his Truck Series debut.
Okay.
He's running in the top 5, followed by Blade in 6th. Sikkim took home 7th. TGS took home 8th. HW took home 9th, and So Least wasn't least, and he was able to come home with a top 10 finish in 10th place.
oh my gosh, that is just incredible. We definitely have to talk to all 3, and of course, definitely got to give That's a Terrorist some huge congratulations for what is that? His first top 3?
I believe so.
Yeah.
I also want to note that That's a Terrorist and Tiger are teammates. So Heredia's Rion Brothers Racing / Penske truck team here in Hennessy had a pretty good night all around.
I'll say, can we get the 3 gents in here if you guys don't care? Speed, somebody.
Yeah, I will get Tiger and them in there. For sure, they already in the party. Let's just check to make sure. got fire in here.
Would like to shout out on the broadcast, Jackson. Thank you for giving me Fire Slayer's lap count in the broadcast chat. That was super helpful.
Yeah.
We gotta tell these two to join the.
Oh. Yeah, so what a wild night. Can't forget the start. We'll definitely have to talk about it with all three drivers once when they join the booth. Oh man, what a great win for Tiger NASCAR. Pretty much what can you guys say? Dominated performance.
Well, it's just he was able to. Once you're in that front pack, you just gotta hold your line and keep driving the way how you was, and that's how you be able to come out with the win.
And there is the man himself, the 33 of Tiger NASCAR, with now back-to-back wins. Tiger, welcome to the booth once again. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you, Jake.
No problem. We're waiting on both Terrorist and Fire Slayer to get a chance to join us here, so just give us a few, then we'll get to the question started. But, bro, real quick, since we got you in here, how you feeling after that win?
I'm feeling like I wanted stages after that. Stages would be very nice if we had them, but unfortunately that's not the case for tonight.
Very well said. We got the man himself, Fire Slayer. Welcome to the booth once again. Congratulations on that top three.
Thank you, thank you.
And of course, we got I'm thinking that this is his first top three. The man himself, that's the Terrorist, coming home with a top three finish. Congratulations, Terrorist. How are you feeling on that performance? Real quick before I do continue with any questions, make sure that your voice is to share on the broadcast if you don't care. Okay. You already turned it on?
Yeah, I turned it on.
All right, perfect. So, real quick, I'm gonna definitely want to get a chance to ask you, Terrorist. You definitely ran so incredible up there with the top five the entire race, coming home with your first top three finish. How much does that mean to you?
It means pretty well to me, because this season, I like a lot of top 10 speed, just never got a top 3 car / truck. And I'm pretty happy with the top 3 finish. It helped me with the playoff standings out, it helps with the boost. I don't know, I'm just in shock. I don't know.
Hey man, hey, you definitely have every right to be happy, and of course get a chance to enjoy, especially after a phenomenal night. Fire Slayer, buddy, it's been a while since I got a chance to hear from you, man. First of all, congratulations on the top two. Pretty much, take us through the part of the race where you pretty much battled with Jack the entire time, battled with Tiger for at least for the lead. But pretty much, what was the struggling part of this race? Was it the pit stops, or take us through your end of the race?
I believe the last restart, I don't know if I started like 9th or 10th. I started a couple rows back from them guys, and then it was just an uphill battle. Tiger took off, cleared the pack, and he took off, and then I got behind Terrorist and Jack, and they were battling, and we were racing, and I had a fast truck, but I didn't want to beat the hell out of him just to get by him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
Not only that, but since you did finish second, pretty much had a really good points day. How much does it mean to you the fact that you got those much needed points, especially for hopefully you get a chance to move up in the standings?
This is my hurrah season, farewell season. So I'm just here having fun.
Wait, what? Oh man. All right, well, hey, definitely a huge congrats on that. Tiger NASCAR. Get to you. Talk about dominated performance. You led most of the laps in this entire race, but I gotta ask, what did you expect whenever you saw the amount of chaos that we saw tonight, especially at the start of the race? There was 3-4 laps in between, 2 or 3 laps.
Yeah, it was quite a few, but it was all about wanting to know the pit, and I really didn't know. I just thought, I've not enough fuel, just try and pit, and unfortunately it didn't work out for Jack. It did for us.
Mm-hmm.
I thought there was going to be a lot more caution, so it was a big shock that we went caution 3 to the end after Marnes lagged out there.
Well, I'm gonna give it to both Speed and Electric if they want to ask anything. Take it away, guys.
We already know I
Um,
asked last. Go ahead.
All right.
well, since I don't really have any questions, I just want to congratulate you for being a good run again. Tiger, I want to note that I picked you pre-race. So the broadcaster's curse did not come in full effect this week, only partially.
Thank you for that.
But all in all, congratulations to the top 3. Well deserved.
Real quick, we do have someone in the broadcast booth. Crab, take us through your end of the race, man.
Yo, good blood, you know what I'm saying? Shit. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I got caught up in some wrecks type shit. And, you know what I'm saying? After them 2 cautions come out, you know what I'm saying? Dude just kept wrecking in front of me, bro. Ruining my race, bro. I was, you know what I'm saying, top 5 car. You feel me? I've been grinding 10,000 laps this week. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just didn't finish it, you feel me?
Very, very well said.
This guy's the epiphany of professional. Let me tell you.
Shut up, old man.
Okay then. Very, very well said. I don't know what to say about that. I need to look. Give me 1 second. I need to see where y'all heading to as far as next week. I should have looked, but overall, hang on. My apologies there, ladies and gentlemen. So you guys are heading to Indianapolis. I don't know if it's the road course or if it's the Speedway, but terrorists. Yeah, Speedway. So pretty much terrorists. Talk about your thoughts on Indianapolis next week. Terrorist. Yeah. Indianapolis. Yeah. Yeah. Fire Slayer, your thoughts on Indianapolis next week?
Pretty much same as Terrace. It's not one of my best tracks. I don't know. We'll see.
Crab, do you like to give your thoughts on Indianapolis?
Huh? I'm practicing it right now.
Oh, okay then.
I'm already ready to go.
Very, very well said.
17th.
So, and Tiger NASCAR, our race winner, your thoughts on Indianapolis?
It's definitely not as big of a skill gap as Darlington, so Crab's gonna win that race.
All right.
The 3rd non-Mickey win of the season.
Okay.
Shots fired did the booth post-race at Darlington.
Yeah.
Guy hasn't gotten a top 5 since Daytona.
Bang! Bang!
Okay.
Who said that?
Nobody, crab. Nobody. Just ignore it. Anyways, we'll let you guys go. Congratulations, Tiger, and we'll see you guys next week at Indianapolis. Alrighty.
Ross Chastain and Denny Hamlin all over again.
Yo, fucking Jake's like trying to crack in this stream right
No.
You got it fucking.
Hey, we're still live. We're still live.
Well, hello, boys.
What just happened?
What happened, man?
I don't know. All I know is that Joker's not like this. Anyways, back to what we're saying. Speed. I guess we'll both end the stream here. Any final thoughts before we head off the air?
No final thoughts. Thought we were already off the air. Hello,
No.
ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in. This is definitely an interesting race, and even more interesting post-race. I am Speed. This is Jake.
Let me do the outro.
Okay.
Like and
All
subscribe
right, guys.
to the YouTube
Thank you
page.
for liking and watching this Hennessy Performance League. And yeah, everybody come back next week for Indy Road Christian. And we are to come back and we're going to have a very enjoyable race, guys. Thank you. Back to you, old man.
We'll see you guys tomorrow.